In this video, you will learn, is your core training outdated? What exactly do I mean when I say the words core training? What are the muscles involved in core training? And then a little sample routine that you can do today to become more effective in your core training. Stick around. So is your core training outdated? So in the exercise world, we have the strength and conditioning realm and the fitness realm. In the strength and conditioning realm, coaches train high-level athletes using scientific application to govern their exercise selection. In the fitness realm, people use bro science or no science. They just haphazardly follow what this person's doing, what that person's doing, with no rhyme or reason. So, if your exercise selection is any form of crunches, any form of sit-ups, any form of leg raises, or any form of Russian twists with plates, your exercise selection is ineffective and it could lead to injury down the road. So in tonight's workout, we're going to show you a little circuit that we're going to throw together that has all the components of a solid core workout. Let's go! Okay guys, so in tonight's video, me and my girlfriend threw together 4 circuits for you guys on effective core training. She's starting off here with a basic plank. Notice how her head is over her fists. Her hips are nice and neutral. There is no movement at all in her hips or her spine, and you don't want to see your hips sagging down when you're doing a plank. Everything needs to be nice and straight. If you look in the mirror sideways, that's what you want to see. So in the next clip here, I'm doing a bilateral farmer carry. Again, I have to keep my head up and keep that nice neutral spine while I'm projecting forward and while the weight on my sides wants to pull me down in either direction. So this is lateral stability right here, and then to follow this, my girlfriend is coming up again with some rotational stability. This is right here, this is biomechanics 101. So when you come out, that weight wants to pull you to your right side. So that weight wants to pull her to her right side, so she has to stabilize to create a nice neutral spine and no movement in her hips. Guys, you'll see people that do this with cables and they get a lot of torque and rotation in their hips. You don't want that. By maintaining a nice neutral spine and no movement in your hips and fighting that resistance, you're gaining stability. You don't need to be moving from your hips. I see this wrong all the time. So I'm in the circuit too, I'm doing a little bit of progression. Every circuit is going to be a progression on the next one. So you notice how when my girlfriend did this, her head was over her fists. When I'm doing it now, I move back more. My head is in the crease of my arms. This challenges core stability even further, and I have to really squeeze hard in my glutes and my abs to prevent my back from caving in. So in the next video here, she's doing a little bit of a progression from what I did. She's doing a 1-arm unilateral farmer carry. So when I did this with 2 arms, it's easy because the weight offsets each other and it's easier to maintain that upright position. Now when you put it in one hand, now you're challenging your core stability on the right side more because it wants to pull you down to that one side. Okay guys, so each circuit is going to build on itself with progressions in each. So rather than me sit here and talk to you about each individual exercise, I'd rather talk to you about what effective core training means and what the muscles involved are. So when people think of core training, they don't even call it core training. They call it abs, okay? Because everybody is after that 6-pack layer, that superficial layer. That's the rectus abdominis muscle. However, I just want to say, abs are made in the kitchen. So no matter how many different versions of crunches you do, if your diet sucks, you will never ever see your abs. So with that being said, we need to get out of the whole abs mindset and get into the mindset of core training, because there's a lot more muscles underneath that superficial layer. There is your transverse abdominis, your multifidus, your erectors, your iliopsoas, your diaphragm, your internal external obliques. You can see how many more layers there are besides the rectus abdominis. So in order for core training to be effective, you need to train it for what it was designed for. And your core muscles are designed to prevent extension of your spine and to provide stability to your spine while the parts around your body are moving. Things like crunches, sit-ups, hanging leg raises, and twists, they don't train the anti-extension component. They don't train stability. All they train is spinal flexion, and too much spinal flexion can easily lead to a lumbar disc bulge down the line. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave here in a bit, but I want you guys to start thinking differently about core training. I want you guys to start giving these exercises a shot. Trust me guys, as long as your diet is on point, you guys will still see great results, and you guys will be stronger in your other lifts as well, because you're gonna gain some mobility. So definitely subscribe to the channel, hit that like button if you haven't already, and you guys are gonna see other future videos like this, some more progressions in the future.